Hello guys and welcome of course to my second channel. Today we have Diary of a Wimpy Kid, episode 5 of course, episode 5 I'm sorry. I hope the last videos were good. Now let's start reading the fifth 10 pages and in the fifth episode. Here we go. Paste it. Go to Fun Brain firstly and go to Diary of a Wimpy Kid. There's very good games in this place. Maybe I can record a video for games. Maybe for Mad Zone even I can record for another book. There are some books, These are some books, and this is two games and one book. Now let's start trading Diary of a Wimpy Kid. But before that, that's what I'm saying. We are now in the page that we as I said to you now. First episode read until 10th 11th page. Second episode until 21 and 21st. Third page 31st, and last page until 40. And the episode 4 until 41. Now episode 5 from 41 to 51. Let's go on. Start. The worst part is that after he's done, he dumps whatever he didn't eat right into the body. And it's all potty, and it's always me who has to clean it up. Mom always gets on me about not finishing my breakfast, but if you had to scrape a bunch of cherries out of potty every morning, I bet he wouldn't have any appetite either. Today at school, we get assigned to reading groups. I was looking forward to finding out which group I was going to get put into because I wanted to see if a big plan I hatched at the end of last year was going to work. Now, they don't come right out and tell you if you're in the hard group or the easy group, but you can figure it out right away by looking at the covers of the books they gave you. Einstein as a child. Bing says boo. I was pretty mad to find out I got put in the hard group today, which meant my plan failed. I was hoping to get in the easy group because they only have to read about a tenth of the stuff that the kids in the hard group have to read, and there's a whole lot less homework. At the end of last year, I did my best to muff up my screening test to make sure I didn't get put in the hard group. Fred picked up the B. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. The book. Ooh, whew, thanks. Another thing I did to make sure I didn't get put in the hard group was to make sure I didn't try too hard in my end of the year essay. They make you do this 4-page paper at the end of the year, which is another way they figure out how to place you. Chimps, a 4-page essay by Greg Heffley. This paper is all about chimps. Some people think chimps are almost extinct. Well, we smell a heck of a lot better than gorillas. I said extinct. Oh. Chimps are rather dim creatures, but they are extremely sensitive. Get out of my way, Chimp. Hey, don't call me chimp. But you are one. Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like I'm just about out of paper, so I guess this is the end. Didn't understand the story, and it's not funny even. They said to not make it a great story, so they can't put him in the hot group. I'm guessing Mom stepped in and made sure I got put in the hard classes because she knows the principal of the school. Mom's always saying how I'm a real smart kid, but I just don't apply myself. You might wonder why I want to get put in the easy classes since I probably deserve to be in the hot classes. But I have a pretty good answer for that. If there's one thing I learned from Modric, it's to set people's expectations real low so you end up surprising everyone by just doing almost nothing at all. In fact, he did something on Friday that totally proves my point. Roderick, I want your dirty underwear off the kitchen table before I get home from work. Right. Didn't do anything. And then, oh my gosh, this is magic. Later. Anyway, I guess I'm glad my plan didn't work, because I noticed at least two of the kids in the Bing Says Boo group were holding their books upside down, and I don't think they were joking around. Tuesday, 14th September. Today at lunch, I got to listen to Albert Sandy brag about how his parents bought him a 36-inch TV and a DVD player and a bunch of other stuff for his bedroom. It really makes me mad because my whole goal this summer was to save up for a TV so I didn't have to hang out with the rest of my family and watch what they want to watch all the time. So I spent the whole summer taking care of Mr. and Mrs. Rose's dog while they were on a trip. The deal was that I had to go over to their house twice a day to take their dog's TV out, and I was supposed to get $3 a day for doing it. The big problem with Stevie is that I guess he's totally shy when it comes to going to the bathroom in front of strangers, so I wasted a whole lot of my summer standing there waiting for this stupid dog to hurry up and go. Come on! Last page. So I'd wait and wait and nothing would happen, so I'd just go home. But every time I came back to the house later on, Steve had made a mess in the kitchen. I finally figured out Stevie was just holding it until the coast was clear. In fact, one day I tried an experiment where I left and then came back 5 minutes later. And sure enough, Stevie had pooped right on the kitchen floor. And it's not like I didn't have the dog a chance to go. Roses have satellite TV and tons of junk food, so I basically spend 3 hours a day on Mr. Rose's last Z-Boy with the air conditioner on full blast. So guys, I hope the video is good for episode 5. We're on page 15, and I finish it now. Inshallah, in episode 6, we'll start reading this page 51 until, of course, 61. We won't read it until episode 7. I hope all the episodes were good, and I hope the other videos that is not just Diary of a Wimpy Kid were good. And thank you for every like and every subscribe. So see you in episode 6 for next 10 pages of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Goodbye, guys.